Imagine hearing your waitress saying, "Black people never tip," while you're just sitting there trying to have dinner with your family. Would you still leave a tip? One woman heard exactly that, and what she did next left the whole restaurant stunned, and the waitress completely speechless. Hey everyone, welcome back to AITAH 51, where we tell the wildest, most unbelievable real stories from Reddit. Today's story is a crazy mix of racism, fake smiles, and a waitress who learned a big lesson about respect. And trust me, you'll want to hear how this one ends. So let's jump in. OP is a 30-year-old woman, we'll call her Elle. Elle and her mom were going to a fancy restaurant. It was a really big day. Her mom was meeting Elle's boyfriend's mom for the first time. You know those moments, everything needs to be perfect. Elle and her mom showed up early, about 30 minutes before their reservation. They're the kind of people who like to be on time. The early is better people. The restaurant wasn't even busy, but their waitress. She looked like she didn't want to be there. No friendly hello, no smile. Just a cold "what do you want to drink?" I'll notice something right away. The waitress didn't even bother to write their order down. And, surprise surprise, it took 15 more minutes just to get their drinks. And guess what? The drinks were wrong. Now, it's not rocket science to get a ginger ale and vodka soda, right? But the waitress still messed it up. Elle's mom got Pepsi instead, and when she politely pointed it out, the waitress rolled her eyes, grabbed the glass, and walked away like they were a bother. Elle stayed calm, but was starting to feel weird about the whole thing. A little later, Elle went to find the restroom. She wasn't sure where it was, so she walked toward the entrance. That's when everything changed. As she walked past the little server station, I heard her waitress talking loudly to a few hostesses. The waitress said something disgusting. She said, "Oh, I hate getting a black table. They never tip well." Elle's heart dropped. She wasn't shocked, but it made everything make sense. The bad service, the rolling eyes, the cold attitude, and just to be clear, Elle and her mom, the only black people in the whole restaurant. Elle didn't say anything. She just asked where the restroom was, kept it cool, and walked away. But inside, oh, she was taking notes. When she got back, her boyfriend and his mom had arrived. Both of them are white. And suddenly the waitress' total transformation. Big smiles, funny jokes, writing down every order, making sure the water glasses stayed full, like night and day. I'll stay quiet, she watched, she waited. And when dinner ended, I'll decided to pay for everyone. The waitress came over all chipper, handing Al the card machine. Al smiled, looked the waitress in the eye, and typed in 0% tip. The waitress didn't notice at first. She printed out the receipt, and Ellen and her family got up to leave. But just as they were walking out, the waitress tapped Elle on the shoulder. "Did you make a mistake on the tip?" she asked, all polite. Elle smiled wider, looked at the receipt, and said, "No mistake." The waitress pressed again. "Was there a problem with my service?" I leaned in, smiled sweetly, and said, "Oh, your service was fantastic. But I'm a black woman, remember, we don't tip well." The waitress's face instantly pale. She gave a nervous laugh, but Elle just turned around and walked out. Later, Elle's boyfriend's mom asked what happened, and Elle told her the truth. What she heard the waitress say. But the boyfriend's mom got mad at Elle. She said Elle should have still tipped to show some class. Elle's boyfriend and mom were both on her side. But Elle started wondering, was it too harsh? Was she wrong for not tipping? Even after hearing something so disgusting. Here's what I think. No, Elle wasn't wrong. Not even a little bit. Look, tipping is about service, and respect, and basic human decency. That waitress wasn't just rude. She assumed Elle wouldn't tip just because of her skin color. She treated her horribly until a white person showed up. That's not just bad service, that's racism. And honestly, people like that don't learn from polite smiles. Sometimes they need to be hit in the wallet to realize their actions have consequences. Some people will say take the high road. But the high road doesn't mean rewarding someone who disrespects you to your face. Elle stayed calm. She didn't cause a scene. She let the waitress expose herself, and then gave her exactly what she expected. No tip. That's what we call poetic justice. This story teaches us something important. Sometimes people will judge you before they even speak to you. And no matter how nice you are, their prejudice will show. But you don't have to accept it. You don't have to reward it. You can stand up for yourself, quietly with class, and so make your point. That's what AITA did. And honestly, I think she handled it perfectly. What about you? Would you have left a tip just to be the bigger person? Or would you have done exactly what Elle did and walked out with your head high? Let me know in the comments. If you've ever experienced something like this, unfair treatment just because of who you are, share your story below. You never know who you might help by speaking up. And if you like hearing true stories like this, where justice comes with a side of drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss out. Thanks for watching. You're amazing for sticking till the end. This is AITAH 5Y. Bye bye.